Hey, welcome back to No Hype Beer Review. Very excited for today's beer. Comes courtesy of my man Jim. So thank you, Jim. It's another Trillium, and this is a Permutation number 50, double IPA with experimental hops, 9% ABV, almost exactly a month old. Typically, Trillium hops, I like well, at least a couple to a few weeks on it. So I was really excited to sit on this till about, yeah, a month old. And I don't know, experimental hops. I don't know what that is, if they're like unnamed hop varieties. That's my assumption. But yeah, I just rolled the can to make sure I or unsuspended anything that no suspended anything. Put into suspension any hop particles or whatever that might be in this beer. About three fingers ahead, very orange, like a dark orange, burnt orange. That's what it is. Very burnt orange. And the head too is off white, but as if you had mixed a little bit of orange with that white. The bubbles are small to medium in that range. Definitely looks the part of a Trillium, probably New England style. I wonder the 9%, they're calling it a double. That seems to kind of be approaching triple for me. But let's get into the aroma. Hmm. I get very like generic ripe fruit flavors or aromas, more in the tropical realm. But I also get some berry, raspberry, strawberry, a little bit of cantaloupe, biscuity. It's got a lot going on, and the head is breaking up, getting a little bit more soapy. Sorry, my air conditioner going. I can't. I'm trying to talk loud in case it's picking up the air conditioner. I'm trying to talk over it. It's a very interesting aroma, which I know is probably not a great descriptor for people who are not smelling it. But there's some other stuff going. It's overall pleasant, but it's not knocking my socks off either. It has somewhat of a candied quality. But yeah, it smells good. It smells fine. It's just it has some unique stuff going on that it's hard to identify. It's like I've said this in some reviews. It's been a while. Like of my word bank that I can easily draw stuff from, this one's a little bit more challenging. Like a yeasty. Oh, you know what? It's been a while since I've said this too. Sometimes I get almost like a peanut butter taste and aroma with some of these, like some of the Alchemist beers. Sometimes that like Vermont yeast strand kind of a thing, and I get a little bit of that in this. Yeah, it smells good, looks good. See if it tastes good. Cheers. Good mouthfeel. A little bit of alcohol comes through. I get more like I didn't really get citrus in the aroma, but I get a lot of kind of like orange liqueur in this because I do get some of that alcohol. So it's like, yeah, those two things are playing together. I get some candied cantaloupe, so that is hitting the aroma and the taste. And there's some lemon there, a little bit of the zest, but it's again, it's weird. It's like this candied zest. This doesn't have an alcohol burn to it, but that alcohol is present. So all this stuff is kind of coming across as like low level liqueurs of these citrus. Like again, orange, again that lemon, that candied cantaloupe. I don't quite get the like liqueur quality. Um, the finish is very dry, and that's where I kind of notice the alcohol. The can's probably been sitting out for 15 minutes, so it should be relatively cold. The temperature in terms of again tasting that alcohol. Yeah, so that and again, there is some of that generic tropical fruit as well. Um, so yeah, the taste follows the aroma decently. Um, and this is kind of my criticism of IPAs in this 9-10 range. They're always so hit or miss for me. Like I like pale ales at the appropriate ABV, IPAs appropriate ABV, double at the appropriate ABV, which me would cap at like 8%, 8.5. You get that like 9, 10, 11. I'm typically wanting either a little bit lower of a double IPA or just go full like blonde barley wine. Go like the Dogfish one, 120-minute kind of a thing. So for me, this is a miss. This is kind of in that. I wish it was a little bit smaller and I didn't have that alcohol taste at all, or they just went full on. It had more sugars in it, and it was a little bit sweeter of like a barley wine kind of a taste. So, and I know this is their experimental series. It's experimental hops. It's a cool review. It was a very challenging review for me to do, which I like. I lean into that. But for me, this is a pass. Permutation 50. It's definitely a pass. The last permutation I had that I did with Sean from Nerd Sense, quite light. So obviously I love Trillium. I don't hate on Trillium. One of my favorite breweries, probably my top five favorite breweries. Thanks again, Jim. I really appreciate it. Thank you guys for watching. Check me out on Instagram and Untapped. No hype beer reviews at both those places. So always please like, comment, subscribe, and most importantly, imbibe. Cheers, everyone.